people have started joining in. Let's wait for 2 more minutes and then we can start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can see the video now. Yes. Yes. Anand Raj is saying hi to everyone. Hi, Anand.
I cannot see the video as of now. Yeah, I can see now.
Yes, yes.
Alright.
So right now we have 62 participants with us, as I can see. I think we'll wait for 1 more minute and then we can begin.
Yeah. Shall
Start,
we start?
Sandika.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Greetings from Symbiosis Institute of Digital and Telecom Management, Pune. My name is Sayantika Sikdar and I'm a BBA Computer Application graduate.
And my name is Abhishek Nagre, and I've done my graduation in the field of electronics and telecommunication.
We are the first year students at SIDTM Pune and pursuing MBA in the field of Digital and Telecom Management. And today we are here to guide you through the new SNAP exam pattern 2020. So first of all, thanks to everyone who has joined in for the session. And I would just like to let you know that this session is entirely student driven and it has been conducted by the Branding and Admissions Committee of SIDTM Pune. And now I would like to ask Abhishek to take ahead the session.
Yes. To begin with, let me just give you a brief introduction about our college, that is SIDTM. SIDTM was formed in the year 1996 and formerly it was known as SITM. So it was formed with the vision that the industry, telecom industry at that time was booming, right? But along the years, due to the industrial revolution 4.0 and the digital transformation, there has been a rise in popularity of various other technical and digital domains such as cybersecurity, AI, ML. Then we have IoT as well and cloud computing. So, taking this in mind, the government of India changed its national telecom policy to National Digital Communication Policy of 2018. Right. So, to get ahead of this and to stay in pace with the industry norms, SIDTM incorporated the digital quotient in its curriculum.
Right. So SIDTM is a pioneer in the field of digital and telecom management, and it ensures that its students keep up with the industry pace, and it ensures that to get the best out of its students by making them evolve as the great techno managers by the end of their 2-year MBA journey. So one of the USPs about SIDTM, I would say, is the dual specialization aspect. So which includes analytics, systems, and marketing, and finance remains the minor for all the three specializations. Also, with an alumni base of over 2,500, SIDTM ensures that it constantly connects with the industry, and the alumni provide us with the latest scenarios of market trends and keep us updated by guest lectures, then leadership talks, corporate talks, etc. SIDTM promotes diversity in its curriculum as well as its student population with a purpose to provide a common platform where students from various backgrounds can come and share their field of knowledge. Also, now Abhishek will take you ahead with the SNAP pattern.
Yes. So let us begin, guys. So 2020 has been quite an unpredictable year, and there have been many changes in this year, right? So certain changes have been made to SNAP exam pattern as well. So to discuss that, we'll guide you through all of the changes. The major change which happened this year, that last year the exam was 2 hours, right, 120 minutes, but this year we have only 60 minutes. Last year the number of questions were 110, right? But this year we have only 60 questions. So you have to solve 60 questions in 60 minutes.
Right. So now coming to the section, there are three sections as it used to be before. First section is general English, which comprises of reading comprehension, verbal ability, and verbal reasoning. The second section is quants, which comprises of quantitative analysis, data interpretation, and data sufficiency. And the third and the last section is logical and analytical reasoning. Now coming to the number of questions, VARC, that is English, will comprise of 15 questions, quants will comprise of 20 questions, and the most number of questions will be in logical and analytical section.
Okay. So to tell you about the marks distribution, every question will be awarded 1 mark. So there will be positive 1 mark if you answer the question correctly, and you will lose minus 0.25 marks if you answer a question incorrectly. Also, if you leave any question unattempted, then there won't be any negative marking for that. Another thing is that this time there are no HOTS or special questions. Okay. And I would like to highlight the best change that happened in this year's SNAP exam pattern is that there are 3 exam date slots. Okay. So out of these 3 exam date slots, you can choose any 2 and you can give SNAP for maximum of 2 times. And out of these 2 attempts, your best attempt will be considered for percentile. So let me share with you the dates for the following. The first exam slot will be on 20th of December 2020. The second exam slot will be on 6th of January 2021. And the third exam slot will be on 9th of January 2021. As I said, out of these 3 exam slots, you can choose any 2 as per your liking. And then you can give SNAP for maximum of 2 attempts. And best of these both attempts will be considered for percentile calculation. Another important date I would like to share with you guys is the last date of registration for SNAP exam, that is 28th of November 2020. And the final date of registration for SIDTM is 21st of January 2021.
Right. So guys, it is recommended for the aspirants to just focus on their SNAP preparation as of now. Do not think about the placement scenarios, college selection. That is a very later stage and you can think about it later. So for now, just focus on your preparation, give as much mocks as you can. And as aspirants, we tend to forget to analyze the mocks. So do not do that. Analyze your mocks, figure out what strengths you have, what weaknesses you have. And since SNAP does not contain sectional cutoff, you can here play with your strengths. So analyze your strengths and prepare your strategies accordingly, and then you'll be good to go.
Yes, Antika. So I would like to address a final query which most of the our attendees might be having is the selection criteria of Symbiosis, right? So let me tell you that the SNAP exam which you are going to give, right, it will be accounting for 50% of the total weightage, and the rest 50 lies in GE pivot process, in which 10% goes for GE, that is group exercise, 10% goes for VAT, that is written ability test, and the rest 30% goes to personal interview. Okay, but don't be afraid and don't concern yourself too much over it. It is at a much later stage and will guide you through all these processes. Right now, focus on your preparation and give as many mocks as possible, analyze them and form your strategy. And all the best for the SNAP exams. So on this note, I would like to open the panel for your questions and queries.
Right. So
Okay, so I think I can see the first question, which is cutoffs. Obviously, like most of the people are very concerned about cutoffs, and we were too. So to address this, the cutoffs depend on the number of attendees which gave the exam, also the difficulty pattern of the exam, right? So it is very unpredictable. This year the pattern has also changed, so it will be very difficult to predict the cutoffs. So right now I would suggest you not to worry about cutoffs and all such things. I would suggest you to focus on your preparation, and if you score well in SNAP, then anyways you will get the maximum marks you can achieve, and which will definitely increase your chances of conversion.
right. So I can see a question here. Anand Raj is asking, how are you coping up with the challenges which you would be facing right now with digital mode? So Anand, great question. So initially we had the same doubt, how are we going to cope up with the digital aspect of MBA? Like MBA is all about experience, right? So SIDTM has from day one made sure that the students do not miss out on anything. We had a fabulous induction program, and our seniors made made sure that we do not miss out on our friends or making friends. So we had an ice breaking session, and then we almost every day we have guest lectures through, and then we have events online, we celebrated festivals online. So SIDTM has made sure that everything is going perfectly. Also coming to the academic part, uh, at the very beginning, we were being provided with bridge sessions. Like as I said, that SIDTM has students from various backgrounds. So like from the people who are from non-technical background must be facing a little problems with technical aspect, right? But SIDTM made sure that to bridge the gap, bridge sessions were arranged for us to clear the basic concepts. And yeah, we have been coping up really well with the digital aspect as well, and we are just hoping to get on campus soon.
Yes, nicely answered, Sandika. So I am seeing the next question from Suraj. So he's asking, will we be able to switch sections in actual Snap exam? We were not able to switch sections in Snap official mock. Yes, I. If you visit the Snap official website, there it is mentioned that you will be able to attempt any of the sections according to your liking. So yes, on the D day you will be able to switch between the sections. So don't worry about it. So I hope I answered your question.
Right, yes, Abhishek. So, Gauri is asking what topics do we focus on for quants? So, Gauri, you can just firstly, I would suggest give mocks, analyze them, find out which topics you're strong on, and you can practice them more and analyze which sections you are weak at. So you can like work on those sections as well, but I will suggest that work on your strengths more and keep giving mocks, as many mocks. And also we have provided a registration link below. From there you can access mocks provided by SIDTM.
Yes. The next question I can see is from Sumit Patel. So he's asking, how can I improve my Snap mock scores? I think this must be a concern of many people here, so I'll like to address it. So as Santika mentioned in her earlier address, that what we mistake we also did, that we only give mocks and we don't analyze them, right? So the ideal strategy to give a mock is give as many mocks as possible. But if you give a mock today, then take at least 1 day to analyze those mock. Analyzing mocks is the most important part here. Okay, so analyze your mocks, and by analyzing, you would get to know your strengths and weaknesses. Like if you know your strengths and weaknesses, you can form a strategy. So you can play along to your strengths, as earlier mentioned that Snap doesn't have sectional cutoffs, right? So that is an advantage for us. So we can, if we are weak in quants, then we can focus on English, right? So these strategies you have to develop of your own. So this is the way you can improve your mock scores.
Right. So I can see your question. Can you throw us some light on G5 process? So firstly, I would say G5 process is a later stage. Guys, you focus on your Snap preparation as of now. And okay, I'll tell you about something about it. Like 50% marks is evaluated on your Snap written exam that is being conducted on 20th December, the first slot, and then later group exercise, which is GE. It contains 10%, and then which is the written ability test. It also contains 10% marks, and the rest 30% is for personal interview. So you can focus on it later, and for any queries you can attend the SimConnect, which is an aspirant interaction program conducted by SIDTM Pune. You will find the registration link below in the description box, and there you can get all your queries regarding Snap or G5 process about our institute cleared through our alumni and the student crowd. Hope I answered your question.
Yes. Right. So the next question I can see is it compulsory to give Snap exam 2 times? It is asked by Shrishti, I guess. Okay. So I don't think it is compulsory to give Snap exam 2 times. It is a privilege we are getting this year, but yes, you can attempt it once also as per your liking.
Right. So Sumit Patel asks, can non-engineers score good in Snap? Yes, Sumit, definitely. Like you can always score good, as far like it depends on your preparation level. You can, the only thing you can do is like practice all the topics you're strong at, give mocks, and yeah, there is no obligation, no obstruction of a non-engineer or an engineer to score good or bad. Everyone can score good as per their preparation.
Okay. So there is a question by Shreya. She's asking, will it? I have GK this year. So no, GK was discarded last year only. So this year also there will be only three sections. That is General English, LR, that is Logical Reasoning, and then the third section is Quants. Okay. So these are the only three sections which will having. And the another question which I can see is 28 or 28 number. So I think there is some confusion regarding the last date of registration for SNAP exam. So it is 28th of November this month, right? That is 2020.
Right. So Rajkumari asks, I am a BCom student. Can I take admission in SIDTM? Sure, Rajkumari. Even I am a commerce background person, and I have graduated in the field of BBA. So yeah, it is a myth actually that SIDTM only caters to the technical aspect. Yes, SIDTM is a technical college, but then at the end it's a management college, right? So you'll be here techno managers. So also, like we have subjects like marketing, finance, accounting, and finance being the minor mandatory specialization give a plus point for the commerce background students, right? So yeah, surely you can join the SIDTM. And for the technical subjects that you will be dealing with at the very initial stage, you will be provided with bridge classes, as I mentioned before, and there all your doubts can be cleared, and you will be good to go. Don't worry, you can join SIDTM.
Yes. So Anil is asking, can you give question paper? So Anil, we have formulated some mocks for especially for you guys, which are tailor made by us and by our faculties as well. So the link is given in the description, I guess. So you, if you register on that link, you can access all the mocks as well as the materials. Okay. Okay, so there is another question by Vamsi Dhar. Okay, so the question is, how much weightage is given to an applicant's profile? Okay, so I think the weightage, there is no official weightage given to the applicant's profile. As I already mentioned, the selection criteria, 50% would be given to your SNAP exam, right? 50% would be given to GE pivot process. Okay,
Right.
but in interview, right? So they will definitely see your profile, and if you have a good profile, then you can get a chance there. But regardless, officially there is no weightage particular given to the profile. But obviously, if your profile is very impressive, then you'll stand out during your interviews.
Yeah. So I can see a question is asking about the specializations at SIDTM. Okay. So SIDTM offers dual specialization, which is a very great thing. And okay, I'll go through it again. So the first specialization is analytics, second is systems, and the third is marketing, and finance being the minor specialization for all of them. ठीक है, तो like you can see here, it's a perfect blend of management plus technology. So it is one of the factors which differentiates SIDTM with other institutes. So I hope it answered your question.
Okay, I think there have been multiple questions by Mukesh, who is very excited to know about the placement of SIDTM. Okay, last year highest placements of batch 2020 were 19.42 lakhs, and the average placement for top 50 students was 12.06 lakhs. Okay. So to get more information about which domains they were placed into, which profiles they got, and the detailed analysis of the placements, you can visit SIDTM official website, and you can get information from there.
Right. So I can see questions, but we have answered those already. So
Yeah, so there is one question by Chavi. So she is asking, is Snap very difficult to clear? Shavi, so the difficulty level which has been question difficulty level which has been coming through for Snap in the previous years as well has been moderate, that is medium difficulty level, and some questions are of higher difficulty level. Okay, but the major point in SNAP exam is that there is no sectional cutoff, right? so you can play to your strengths. Also, you can access any section at any point of time, and there is no sectional timing as well. So if I'm good in English, I can spend more time on English, and I can improve my accuracy there if quants is a weak for me. So this is how you can form your own strategies, and you can play to your strengths. So I think then you have an advantage in Snap exam.
Right. So I can see a question, where can we get Snap free mocks? So you can find a link in the description box. You can register there, and there you will be getting free mocks provided by SIDTM, and those will be official mocks, so you can surely rely on those. Also, you can find another link which is of SimConnect. From there you can get more mocks and study materials.
Yes. So there is a question by Rujuta. Okay. So she is asking, does it matter if we have a gap year? Okay, so if you have a proper explanation for it, if you are working for someone, or even if you are preparing for MBA exams, I don't think it hinders your chances of conversion. So even if you have a gap year, it doesn't matter, but it would be better if you try to gain some new knowledge, do some certifications, right?
Right.
So this can highlight your profile. So even if you have a gap year, it doesn't matter, and you have good chances of converting Symbiosis.
Right. So I can see a question which Richa asks. She asked best books for cracking verbal. So for verbal, Richa, you can do reading. The best you can do. You can read magazines, newspapers like Times of India, Hindu, etc. And also for vocabulary section, you can find a book which is called Word Power Made Easy. It will help a lot. Trust me, I have studied from there, and it will help you clear the verbal section.
Mayuk Raj is asking one question. So he's asking only one best exam is considered out of two, right? So I already talked about this. You will have three slots. Okay. Out of these three slots, you can choose any two, and you can give your exam twice. Okay. And out of these two attempts, your best attempt will be taken for percentile calculation. So from these two, in whichever exam you scored higher, will be taken for percentile calculation.
Right. So I can see another question which says, are there any events at SIDTM? Yes, surely there are many events that have been conducted at SIDTM. Most of them, SIDTM being a technical college, provides more technical events, for example International Telecom Seminar, Entrepreneurship Summit, etc. And also there are a few cultural events that happen with very much zeal and enthusiasm. Aram being one of them. It's an annual cultural event. And also at SIDTM we celebrate festivals like Ganesh Chaturthi, Dahi Handi, and many more. So yeah, it's like at SIDTM you'll find very much too many events and too much fun.
Okay, so someone is asking how to tackle 60 questions in 60 minutes. Yes, that is a major change happened in this year. So you have very less time. Also, you have very less questions. So don't worry about it. I think to adapt to the new change pattern, you only need to give as many mocks as possible, right? I think that is the only way you can get familiarized with this pattern. You can, set time goals for yourself. Okay, English should be completed in this many time, and fonts must be completed in this time. So only if you keep giving mocks and analyzing them, I think then you would be good to go.
Right. So next question I can see. I think Abhishek, this thing is lagging. Can you just take the next
Yeah.
question, please?
I'll tell. Uh, Ruchika is asking preparation strategy for someone who is just starting off with the preparation. Okay, Ruchika, no need to worry. You still have time at your hands. So I would suggest you to, okay, if you have don't if you are not familiar with the topics, and if you are not familiar with how the exam is, I would suggest you to give at least 1 to 2 mocks so that you are familiarized with how the question pattern is. So which topic has more questions, which topic has less questions. and what all topics are covered. So the best way to get to know about any exam is to give mocks, right? I've covered this before, but I think you will be able to grasp the exam pattern only if you give mocks.
Right. So I can see a question. What is SimConnect? So is a, SimConnect is an aspirant interaction program which is conducted by SIDTM, where the MBA aspirants are invited for clearing all their doubts and queries. Also, alumni of SIDTM come there to share the experience of their life at SIDTM and throw more insights on the college, and also all the snap queries, every snap queries are acknowledged there, and the gpivot process is being it's basically a counseling session for the MBA aspirants, and it provides a platform for all the aspirants to connect and share their knowledge and share, like, clear their doubts. So you can find a link in the description box below. Kindly register for it and attend the event. I trust me, it will be very beneficial for you.
Yes, Mayuk Raj is again asking about the placement scenario. So obviously this year we had COVID-19, but regardless, the best thing about SIDTM is that it caters to digital and telecom domain, and we know that the COVID-19 has boosted the digital transformation, and everything is getting digitalized nowadays. So regarding placements, SIDTM had 100% placement this year as well. As I told you, the highest package was 19.42 lakhs, and the average package of top 50 students was 12.06 lakh. And students were placed in various domains such as consulting, internal audit, risk management. In COVID-19, the cyber security is the major concern companies are having. So SIDTM caters to that domain as well. So because of all these factors, SIDTM didn't face any issues regarding placements.
Right. So I can see a question. What would be the difficulty level of Snap? See, the difficulty level of Snap changes every year, and we cannot comment on that. But then again, Snap has always dealt with moderate to difficult questions. So I'll be suggesting you to work on the similar lines. But still, I suggest you to be prepared for a few changes as well. So keep your preparation paced up.
Yes. Sumit Patel is asking how effective are Snap previous year papers for our preparation. So Sumit, yes, definitely you can get an idea about how the questions are asked, what is the difficulty level of questions. But I recommend that this year, as the pattern is changing, you should rely more on mocks, as they will give you a clear-cut scenario of how the questions will be, right? So yes, you can get an idea about the type of questions and the topics from last year's questions as well as focus on mocks.
Yeah.
That will be able to help you with.
Right. So Samveda Reddy is asking, can you repeat the name of the book for verbal ability? Yeah. So I suggested you to read Economic Times, newspapers, whatever you can find, and go through magazines. And the book which I talked about earlier is Word Power Made Easy. Hope it's clear now.
Yes. So Asif Ali is asking about MBA in particular specialization or MBA normal, which one is worthy in the future. So I addressed this already. So if you do MBA in niche domain, right, then you have the greater chance to be industry ready. So now, due to the digitalization of everything, due to COVID, the industry has been digitalized, right? So if you do your MBA in niche domain, then it is much more preferable than me. Okay. So if you do MBA from SIDTM or any other institute which is providing you some niche MBA in niche domain, then you would have edge over other participants, which is, I think, as the competition is rising in current industry, that will really help you to shine out.
So Anshu Narayan asked, which companies visit SIDTM? So Anshu, SIDTM caters to two different domains like marketing, analytics, then technical, digital, consulting. So many companies come, and you can expect, like, we have our esteemed alumni placed at very good positions in companies like Google, EY, Deloitte. So you can expect such companies. We cannot comment on which all companies specifically come on day one, but then yes, you can expect good companies to come here.
Yes. So Shubham is asking, if I have 56 percentage in my graduation, will it be an issue in placement if I convert the college? No, I don't think so. For the conversion, obviously, as I told you, the criteria is you must be graduate with minimum 50 percentage. Anything about that, you are eligible. Okay. Also, some companies might have the criteria that they want minimum percentage in 12th standard, but I assure you that many companies and many opportunities will be provided you through SIDTM, and I don't think you will face any problem in placements.
Right. So I can see a question here. Provide us with the preparation strategy for SNAP. It is asked by Shrishti. Shrishti, preparation strategy would be again, we are repeating the same thing again, but then yes, it is very important to give mocks, and then you can like SNAP is a time based and accuracy based exam, right? So focus on marking correct answers rather than attempting more questions. So just give mocks, analyze them, and work accordingly. Prepare your strategies accordingly. You'll be doing fine.
Okay, so there is a question asking about batch size of SIDTM. Okay, so the batch size is 150. Okay, so it is divided between three specializations. So systems and finance is one specialization where you have the intake of 60. Analytics and finance is another specialization where you have intake of 30. And another specialization is marketing and finance, where again you have the intake of 60. So this comprises to 150. Also, the another thing, as I'm talking about specializations, as Sayantika already mentioned, SIDTM caters to dual degree specialization. So either you choose systems, analytics, or marketing, you will be having minor of finance as well. So that again will give you edge over others, that you will have your specialization in systems per se, and then you will have the backing of finance as well.
Right. So I can see a question. Do companies prefer experienced over freshers in SNAP colleges? I cannot comment about SNAP colleges generally, but then I can surely tell about SIDTM. So SIDTM does not discriminate between freshers and experience. Equal opportunities are given to everyone, every student, be it fresher or experience. Also, be it from non-technical background or technical background, and then again it depends totally upon the company criteria. So we cannot comment on, like, few companies come who want to hire freshers, and few companies focus on experience. So it's nothing like that. They will prefer experienced persons over freshers. Equal opportunities are given to everyone here.
Yes. There is one question regarding the marking. Someone is asking to explain the negative marking of SNAP exam. So let me tell you about the marking scheme again. So there are 60 questions, right? And each question will carry 1 mark. So if you solve it correctly, you will be awarded 1 positive mark. And if you solve it incorrectly, you will be getting minus 0.25 mark. Okay. Hope I was able to solve your query.
Yeah. So again, is there any sectional cutoff? No, Nick, there is no sectional cutoff in SNAP examination. Also, another question says, MBA in specialization will restrict me to work with only the particular domain. So no, Asif. Irrespective of specialization, you can sit for other companies as well, depending upon the preparation of yours. And no, it will, like, the company obviously have criteria to choose students, but then again you can sit for different specialized companies as well, and there is no restrictions of there is nothing restricted to specializations particularly. I hope I answered your question.
Yes. Yes. So Anand Patel is asking, is work experience compulsory to get admissions? So no, Anand, there is no necessity of work ex. In fact, in our batch, we have freshers, equal blend of freshers as well as the work ex people, and equal opportunities are provided to both freshers and work ex. So there is no compulsion of being a fresher or work ex.
Right. So Pawan is asking a lot that how to score 95 percentile. So Pawan, it entirely depends upon yourself how your preparation is going. If you want to, it seems like you want to score 95% percentile so bad. So I will just suggest you to pace up your preparation and start giving mocks, and like you just focus on the time constraint, mark your answers accurately, and then I hope you are able to score 95 percentile.
Yes, guys, this year as number of questions have reduced, accuracy is the main thing for this year's NAP exam. So your answers must be very accurate. So as the number of questions are less, if you make mistakes, then there will be huge difference in your percentile, right? So accuracy is the main key in SNAP 2020 exam.
Right. So Anorima again asks, what I am poor at vocab, can you suggest me any guidelines? So again, Anorima, go through Word Power Made Easy. It's a holistic book. You will find yourself. You won't struggle as much, like if you go through the book. You'll be doing fine with the verbal section as well.
Yes. So Ankit Yadav is asking, drop year will be a problem. No, Ankit, as mentioned earlier, if you have a drop year or even if you have a gap year, and if you have a good explanation for it, I don't think it will be a problem to you, and it won't be counted in the eligibility thing. So even if you have a gap year, you are still eligible to get admission into Symbiosis.
Right. So management quota, we have answered these questions. Snap pattern, we have already told you in the beginning, but again, if you want us to discuss that. So snap pattern, Abhishek, do you want to take up this question?
Yes, yes, yes. So SNAP exam pattern this year, 60 questions, 60 minutes. Okay, and questions per section if you want to ask. English 15 questions, LRDA 25 questions, and quants 20 questions. Okay, marking scheme, 1 marks for each correctly answered question, negative 0.25 marks for wrongly answered question. And if you leave a question unattempted, then there is no negative marking for it. And this year there are no hot questions, right, called special questions, as we spoke about, right?
Right. How many Symbiosis colleges? Is there any what is the criteria of selection? The criteria of selection is, like to apply for SNAP is you have to be you have to have a graduation degree with minimum of 50%, and then you have to clear the SNAP exam with the preferable cutoff. And yes, and for the SC/ST category, there is this, you can you need to have a 45% in your graduation, and yes, that's it.
So there is a question by Vibhor. He is asking how many Symbiosis colleges forms should I fill? So in SNAP exam, you fill the SNAP form, and then for each college you have to fill separate forms, right? So according to me, what I did was based on my interest, I filled those colleges only. So guys, while filling out the form, keep these things in mind. Keep in mind the placements, keep in mind the ROI, keep in mind the fees, as well as your interests. Your interests are most important, right? I was interested in digital and telecom domains. That's why I filled for SIDTM. You might be interested in other domains, or you might be interested in the same, so you'll fill for SIDTM, right? So as per your interest, you are supposed to be filling the forms.
Right. So how can I increase my mock scores? First, to increase your mock scores, firstly try to give many mocks, and you'll find the mocks provided by our college, that is SIDTM, in the description box below. You can get access to many mocks that is being provided weekly, and just keep analyzing your mocks and figure out what all topics you are strong at, and try to attempt those topics more and with accuracy. I'm sure you'll be scoring better next time.
Yes. So Asif Ali is asking, I have banking experience. Is that good for me to enroll for with digital management, right? So, as we already told that we have minor of finance in every specialization. So that can be your brownie point, right? And apart from that, imagine you already having the knowledge about finance. When you come to SIDTM, you gain knowledge about management as well as technology. So 2 years down the line, during your recruitment, you will be having the deep knowledge in all these three domains, which will expand your horizons, right? So I think it is a very good opportunity for you.
Right. So how much marks does GPI award process is given out of total marks? GPI award consists of 50% of the total marks evaluation. G contains 10%, what that is written ability test which contains 10%, and personal interview will fetch you the rest 30%, and it depends upon your performance there. So that is the bifurcation. Now
Okay, so there is a question by Rohit Yadav. He is asking how B schools are managing the placements and studies in this pandemic. As the experience, the different, okay, absolutely, yeah, I understand your question, Rohit. So, Sayantika, you have already answered it, so you would like to go?
can you repeat the question again, Abhishek?
Yes, yes, yes. So he's asking that how are we managing in these COVID times
Okay.
regarding the placements as well as academics?
Okay, so academically, I would say that SIDTM has done everything that he could. Like we have been solving case studies since day one. We have been like attending guest lectures, corporate sessions. We have been attending case study competitions. Many people are winning those competitions, and our faculties are making sure that all our doubts and queries are acknowledged and answered. Also, bridge classes had been provided earlier, which had cleared our concepts of the subjects which we were weak at. So yeah, so like we have been coping it very well, and I don't feel like the COVID situation is hampering our studies like anyway. So yeah.
Yes. Uh, so there is a question by Shrishti Jain. She's talking. You are talking about free snap mocks as IDTM would be providing. So she's asking how can we get access to that. So Shrishti, in the description box, I think we have shared the link with you guys to register. So as soon as you register through that link, we'll send you the mocks through that. So all of you need to register on that link. Okay.
Right.
Yes.
So there's this question: will SimConnect help me in my snap preparation? Definitely. SimConnect is basically an aspirant interaction program which is specially designed for you aspirants only. You can interact with other students as well as the alumni of SIDTM who can give you a very detailed idea about how to approach the exam, how to approach the mocks, and everything you need to know would be addressed there. I would suggest you to fill the registration form and attend the event vigilantly, and there you can get your doubts cleared. And also it is basically a counseling session for the students, and there you can like you can have a one-on-one counseling session with the students of SIDTM, and they can provide you a brief idea or a detailed idea, I would say, about how to approach, and all your doubts will be addressed there. So I can request you to fill the form and attend the event.
Okay. So Prashant Kumar is asking, are the free snap mocks as per the real test? So Prashant, we ourselves gave the snap exam last year. So we have tailor-made this mocks as per our analysis. Also, our faculties have helped us in making these mocks. So I think if you attempt these mocks, at least you can get a basic overview of how the exam pattern is, how the questions are asked, the difficulty level of questions. So I guess you can register on the link and get access to these mocks.
Right. New pattern advantages. Okay, somebody is asking new pattern advantages. So, since the number of questions have been reduced, and also the time has been reduced, but I think you can cover the topics you're good at, and since there are lesser number of questions, there are a very high chance that you'll be able to attempt more questions, and if you answer it accurately, I'm very sure that you will be achieving higher number of scores in the exam. And also you will be able to appear for the exam more than once, which makes you like, which makes you to perform even better in the next time and increase your, and it basically it gives you a chance to increase your scores. So yes.
Yes. Aman Jindal is asking, will there be a sectional lock in section? So about the sections, there is no section timing, there is no section cutoff. If you are answering English, you can move to quants and come back to English, right? So all these things are possible in Snap exam.
Right. So again, Sumayya Bangalore. I'm pursuing BCom, so is it possible to enroll in SIDTM? I already answered the question. Yes. The DI sectional I registered and selected the final expected cutoff for SIDTM. The cutoffs are not revealed by the university, but I would suggest that do not worry about cutoff. Just focus on your preparation, and the higher you score, the more the possibility is to convert you in your preferred colleges.
Yeah.
Now,
So Akash Kadam is asking, is DI not asked in exam? So the quant section will basically comprise of quantitative ability, DI, that is data interpretation, and data sufficiency as well. So these are the parts which would be covered in quants in Snap exam.
right. So, mark. So the marking scheme of the new snap pattern is like every question will carry 1 marks, and every correct answer will fetch you +1, and every wrong answer will cost you minus 0.25 marks. And no marks will be deducted for the questions unattempted. And this year there are no special questions. So yes, you can like prepare accordingly, and yeah.
Okay, so someone is asking question about WorkX. What is the acceptable WorkX? I have 3 years WorkX as of now, so will it be an issue? No, WorkX won't be an issue, and we have in our batch people having more than 3 years of WorkX. Some have 4 to 5 years of WorkX even, so it is not a problem. Even if you have 3 years of WorkX, so you will get good opportunities if you come to SIDTM.
Right. So, like somebody is asking, what differentiates SIDTM? So, SIDTM has a lot of unique selling points. One of them would be the dual specialization aspects. Like, it will provide you a holistic knowledge, being like whatever specialization you choose among marketing, analytics, and systems, and finance will be there with all of them. And at SIDTM, value added programs are provided like digital marketing, cloud computing, etc., and those will help you surely making your profile even better. And also like yes, the international exposure part is there. There is summer exchange and winter exchange programs, and also case studies, competitions, guest lectures. Those happen at a regular basis at SIDTM. So that will provide you a great knowledge about what all scenarios, what all things are going out on industries, and yes, it will definitely make you industry ready.
Yes. There is a question regarding, I am having audit experience from Big Four. If I want to boost my audit experience, then which college I have to choose under Symbiosis umbrella? Very good question. So regarding this question, SIDTM can be a very good option for you because considering the alumni, they are part of Big Four. They are at the highest level of management of KPMG as well as the other companies. You can get job opportunities in the field of internal audit as well as consultancy. So if you choose SIDTM, then I guess you can have a future in this domain.
Right. So there is this question: is work experience considered as a weightage during admission process? Even though work experience, like SID, SIDTM, I'll talk about SIDTM selections. So SIDTM does not discriminate between people or freshers. It maintains equilibrium between the two. So if you have a work experience, it's good. It highlights your profile, But then again, it's not necessary to have an experience to uh, enhance your chances of getting into the college. Everyone is provided equal opportunities over here.
Okay. So Asif Ali is asking in SIDTM company recruited, which also he is asking about work profiles and domains, right? So Asif, it will be very difficult to cover all of that here, but I think you can visit our SIDTM official page wherein you can find placements. To cover a few, some of the profiles which are offered by SIDTM are in cybersecurity domain. You can be a business development manager, you can be project manager, you can be business analyst, you can be in internal auditing, you can be in consulting. So the SIDTM caters to wide variety of the domains and companies. So if you want to get more details about this, then I would suggest you to visit our SIDTM official page and get the detailed placement information from there.
Right. So some Akansh is asking cutoff. So cutoff changes every year. I think you should just focus on your preparation and get well versed with the syllabus of SNAP, and the higher your score will be, the higher you will be having the chances of getting into your preferred colleges. But I would suggest keep your percentile above 85, so to make your chances even higher.
Okay. So again, there is a question regarding the official Snap mock test, I guess, which was provided by Snap. There, I think people were not able to switch between sections. So if you go through the website now, then there is mentioned in the guidelines that you will be able to answer any of the sections anytime as your preference. So for getting further details, I guess you should go through the whole Snap website, and then this point must be clear. But as of now, I can say that you can attempt any of the sections.
Right. So important topics in SNAP. Ria is asking, like we cannot comment on the important topics of SNAP. Every topic is equally important, but then again, focus on the topics which you are good at. Practice more on those questions and try to attempt those questions and be accurate for them. So that strategy will work, and hope you can uh, hope you can achieve your preferred percentile.
Okay, so someone is asking about the significance of freshers in SIDTM. So SIDTM has a good track record for freshers placement also. Equal opportunities are given to freshers as well as work ex. So if you are a fresher, okay, so guys, I am a fresher. So I chose SIDTM only because of this, because that it gives good opportunities to freshers as well. So I think if you are a fresher and you are looking towards SIDTM to be your future college, then you are good to go.
Yes. So, what colleges under Symbiosis provide an MBA in business analytics? SIDTM provides a specialization in business analytics, and you can surely enroll for it. Also, yeah. Then SIDTM accepting BCom grads. Yes, I have answered the query two times before. It does accept students from commerce background as well. As I told earlier, that it maintains diversity in its curriculum as well as its student population, and so yes, there is a higher chance that you can be here admitted here if you choose for that.
Yes. So Aman is asking, I got 20 marks in my mocks. Is it a good set? Yes, Aman, it is not a bad set from what I can see. Don't worry, you still have time, right? So I would suggest you to give more mocks as of now and analyze them. So as you analyze your mock, what happens that you get to know which areas you are weak in and what are your strengths. Suppose you are good in reading comprehension, but you are not good in vocabulary, so you can target these areas. You can play to your strengths and form a strategy around those. As Symbiosis Snap exam does not have a sectional cutoff, as well as it does not have a sectional timing as well. So you can invest your time in the questions which you are confident about, and then you can achieve a good score. So form a strategy giving mocks.
Okay, so we have some time constraints over here, so we'll be just taking few more questions. So one of that is, what is the placement scenario at SIDTM? Even though we discussed before, I'd like to answer this question for you again. So the last batch which passed out, the highest package was 19.04, and the average package of the top 50 students were 12.06. So, and for further details, you can surely check our website, and the link is you'll find it in the below description box.
Rajdeep is asking, I am from electronics and communication engineering background. Will SIDTM be okay for me? So, Rajdeep, I am personally from electronics and telecommunication background. And yes, this is the way forward. Here, you will not only learn about digital and telecom, as well you will learn about systems, you will learn about analytics, whatever specialization you choose. So your subjects would be comprising of management, your subjects would be comprising of finance, then there will be specialization specific subjects, and then there will be digital and telecom subjects. So at the end of the day, you will have blend of all this knowledge, and then you can have edge over others and be industry ready, right? So I think SIDTM is a good choice for you.
Right. So, Kapil Sharma asks, what about hospitality and hotel management graduates? Kapil, we have a couple of students from hotel management at our campus. So you don't like SIDTM accepts all students from all backgrounds, and for the technical aspects that you must be thinking of to difficult which are difficult to deal with, you don't have to worry about them. You'll be provided with bridge sessions at the very beginning, and the faculties here make sure that every student is very much clear with the basic concepts of the subjects that are provided in the curriculum of SIDTM.
Okay, so Santika, we are taking one last question,
Sure,
right?
Abhishek. Yeah.
Ranjana is asking, I couldn't give Snap mocks, so where can I give? So I guess you missed the official mock which was provided by Snap. So don't worry, we are providing you guys with the mocks which you need, also the study material which you need. So just go to the description, there you will find a link, register on that link, and then you will get the mocks as well as study material. And Saintika, would you like to cover the SIM Connect thing?
Yeah, so guys, SimConnect is coming on 6th of December and also on 12th of January. So I would suggest go register for it and attend the event and get all your doubts and queries cleared. And also, guys, pace up with your snap preparation. All the very best. Do well, give mocks, analyze your mocks, and you'll be performing greatly. I'm very sure about it, and thank you so much by our side, and yes, keep studying. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. It was so much fun interacting with you guys, and I hope that we were able to solve all your queries. I understand we might not be able to solve some queries, but then again, register for the SIM Connect. There you can raise your queries as well, and you can interact with our alumni as well as industry experts who will be there to guide you. Okay. So on that note, I think Shantika, we are ending this session.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, guys.
All the best.